everyone, I'm Meredith and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm so excited that you've found me, and if you're returning, I'm so grateful you've decided to come back and watch more. I love all things luxury. I love luxury shoes, I love luxury handbags, luxury lifestyle and vlogging, and if they're things that appeal to you, I hope you'll hit that subscribe button down below and join me here. Today I wanted to do a quick video around my favorite brands for essentials. So these are things that we all use in our everyday life for the most part, that sometimes you can buy them luxury, sometimes you can buy them non-luxury. I just want to talk a little bit about the brands that I love and why I love them. So hopefully you'll be interested in this, but I really wanted to do the video. So I'm just going to insert cutaways or pictures up here rather than show you my versions of these, because some of these are intimates and oh my goodness, she's going to talk about intimates, but I am, because they are part of all of our lives, and so why not? Why not explain why I love these things? So none of this is sponsored. I have no sponsorship whatsoever. My versions of these I have paid for with my own money. I have tried many different brands and this is where I've landed, and I'm going to explain why. But there are no affiliate links, there is no sponsorship. If I am linking discount codes down below, I'm stealing them from other YouTubers, but they know about it. And yes, so that's the story there. I'm not affiliated with any of these brands. So the very first thing I'm going to talk about is underwear. I know. Step One underwear. These are Step One underwear. This is an Australian brand, but they do ship to other countries. Why is she talking about underwear? I know. So back in January of this year, I had an accident, a household accident. I made myself a cup of tea. It was boiling. I sat down on the lounge and I spilt it into my lap as soon as I made it. So we're talking like scalding hot tea. And I was in luckily my partner knows first aid very well. He put me in a shower of cool water, not cold, and I sat there for 3 hours and just watched my skin peel off me. We couldn't get an ambulance because it was middle of COVID, and then they took me to the hospital, and I ended up with second-degree burns. And that was the most painful thing that I have ever gone through in my life. I screamed in a way I didn't know I could make a noise. So after that, I had dressings that needed to stay on because the burns were so bad, and it became a problem to keep them on because of the area it was, because it was all over my lap. So I started to wear my partner's boxer shorts because they held the dressings in place, and he had Step One underwear, and I was like, oh my God, why don't I have these? These are so comfortable. Like, these are fantastic. They're cotton with a bamboo insert. They're really light and airy, but at the same time, they hold everything in, and they make sure you don't chafe. I know, but for normal size women, generally chafing is a thing in summer. I'm sorry, I'm sure no one wants to hear about it, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. So I wore these boxes for a few weeks because I had dressings for a few weeks, and after that I was like, stuff this, I'm buying some. And they only had men's ones, so I bought the men's ones. So I got on my soapbox and I was like, women should have these boxer shorts. Why don't women know about this? All women should be wearing boxer shorts. Why don't they make them for women? And dead set, like 2 weeks later, suddenly there's a women's range. Not because of me, they were obviously working on a women's range in the background anyway, but I was so excited. So as I've dropped weight, I've continued to buy Step One underwear, and I have them now. I tend to wear them under dresses. They are a little bit long, so if you're wearing a particularly short dress, you probably can't wear them, but I definitely wore them in New York while I was there under dresses because I was walking a lot and it was warm. Coming into summer, I will absolutely be wearing these under dresses. Nobody knows, and it stops chafing, and they're so comfortable. So you know what? I'm going to talk about my underwear because I think it's important. I don't wear them all the time. Obviously, it's not always appropriate to wear them with every outfit, but if you wear a lot of dresses and long skirts or skirts in summer and you do get chafing, please look at these. These are great. I love them. Not affiliated, like I said. They're just ones that I love, and I have discovered because of my partner. So they're a great option for those of you who, like me, suffer a little bit of chafing through summer or just want something comfortable to wear under your dresses and skirts. Step 1 underwear. And for the men, definitely check them out because every male I know who wears them thinks that they are amazing. The next brand I want to talk about is Wolford. So Wolford make lots of things. They do generally stockings, singlets, bodysuits, all those kinds of apparel. Wolford in Australia is really hard to get. So in Sydney there is a Wolford store, but it's independently owned. I have tried to go 4 times this year and every time I go it's closed, even though it's business hours. So I'm fairly certain it is very independently owned and run. And yeah, it can be tough. So I have now discovered that FarFetch have Wolford and my world opened up. So I love Wolford stockings. So I'll insert pictures. They are not cheap. I appreciate this. They aren't cheap, but what they are is indestructible. I have had the same pair of Wolford stockings for years, and I am talking years, maybe 4 or 5, and I have nails that are all different lengths and sometimes they're sharp, and I have yet to destroy them. So one pair of Wolford stockings is well worth the investment, given that if you're buying cheap ones, you're probably going through them on a regular basis. You put holes in them. They do an amazing opaque stocking, which is opaque, like proper opaque. They also do designs. They do like fishnet stockings. They do them all. They do amazing stockings that are indestructible. So please, if you wear stockings on a regular basis, or they're things that even you buy, you know, every now and again, they're worth the investment. They also do fantastic singlets. So I've got one on at the moment. They're lightweight. They are once again really well made, so they wear really well, they wash really well. Their bodysuits are fantastic. None of it's cheap, I appreciate that, but they will last so long and they wash and wear so well. It's worth the investment as far as I'm concerned. If you don't have a Wolford store where you are, then you can get them on FarFetch. So I think my stuff's coming like from like Scandinavia somewhere, so it's not coming from anywhere overly close, but it's coming to me and it's getting here really quickly. So I'm ordering stuff on FarFetch and it's arriving within the week. But I do know that lots of countries have Wolford stores, so if you are close to one, go check them out. Try and put the prices out of your mind. I mean, I know we're talking like, in Australian terms, it'll be over $100 for a pair of stockings, but they will last you. I promise they will last you. So check out Wolford if you need any of those types of basics, or even just check them out online through FarFetch. Wolford in Australia does not have an e-commerce site, so it can be harder for us here with many things. The next brand I'm going to talk about is Good American. Now, Kardashians. I'm not the biggest Kardashian fan. I see their reality TV show a bit like going to the zoo. And before you come at me in my comments, I understand people, they love them and they're beloved. I understand that. But reality TV is essentially just going to the zoo. We all understand this, right? Think about it. You watch people in their natural habitat on TV, or you can go to the zoo and watch the animals do their thing. And when you get bored, you walk away. It's the same with reality TV. So they're not my favorite people in the world. I certainly appreciate their business acumen. I really do. I think Kris Jenner is just a genius in what she has done with her girls, and where they've ended up. And they are very good at aligning themselves with people who do know what they're doing, which is why I'm happy to talk about Good American. It's not because of Khloe Kardashian, it's because the brand itself does fantastic jeans. I have been wearing Good American jeans since before I lost weight. They are size inclusive, which is what I love about the brand. They go from, I think, almost a 30, maybe, like very high sizing, all the way down to like a 0. So they are very much size inclusive. So I have been wearing Good American from even before I started to lose weight, and I continue to buy them now. They aren't cheap, but they are well made and they fit really well. They do different styles of fit. So I wear the good legs, I think, because they've got a little bit more stretch in them, and I still need stretch because I am very much an hourglass figure. I carry my weight in my thighs and my backside, so I need a bit of stretch in my jeans. If there's no stretch, they're not fitting. So I really love their jeans. They are so comfortable. I will happily wear them to travel in, and they're jeans. So generally you don't wear jeans to travel because it's not comfortable. These really are. So if you are after great jeans, check out Good American. They do fantastic jeans. In Australia, they sell them through David Jones department store, although I found the range there to be lackluster at best. Buy them online. If you don't like them, send them back and return them. I have done that several times. I bought several sizes and styles, and then I box up the ones that I don't want and send them back. So once I figured out what size I was, it made life a whole heap easier. But they are size inclusive, so they will fit everyone. So they also do clothes and bodysuits and that kind of stuff. I find because they are, you know, for what they are expensive. Jeans can run to like 200 Australian dollars. For their bodysuits and stuff, I'm not necessarily willing to spend that amount of money. But for their jeans, I definitely will. So I recommend them. I also recommend another Kardashian brand, but she does great shapewear. So Skims, which is Kim Kardashian's brand, she does great shapewear. I cannot dispute that. It wouldn't matter if it was her or anybody else. At the end of the day, they do great shapewear. They do great basics. And it is actually worth the money. Their shapewear is fantastic for just basic stuff. Once again, not cheap, but it will last. It will wash and wear, and it will last you. So longevity of things is worth the money, basically. Rather than keep buying stuff over and over again, it's better off to invest in things that will last a really long time. And I have to say that Skims do last a long time, and they are great for those basic things that you're likely to need. So at the moment, I've got some slips coming to go under some dresses that are see-through. I've got some like short style shapewear to go under some ready-to-wear that I've bought. They do a range of stuff in a range of colors. They're also inclusive of people's different colorings, so they come in many different shades. And because she has really tapped into that shapewear market, she's taken that into consideration, which I think is fantastic. So Skims is also a great brand for me, and one that I buy a lot of basics from. So there's that. Lily Silk. I know. I'm hearing you all sigh. You hear about Lily Silk from YouTubers all the time. I get it. I really do. I was a consumer before I was a YouTuber. I consumed much YouTube before I ended up on this side of the camera. I understand. I cannot dispute that they do some great basics. One of those is the Melbourne cami. So Melbourne is a YouTuber. I'll link her channel down below, and she's created a camisole with them, and I'll put pictures up here. And Dayle from Dayle's Addiction, I'll link her down below also, and her discount code for Lily Silk. So I don't have one, but she does, so I'll lend you hers. She bought this camisole, and I thought, oh my god, that's amazing, I need that. And I now have a black one, a white one. They do run large in size, so I bought them in one size, and I bought them again in a smaller size. So just keep that in mind. Because of the lace detail on the front, on one side it is more pronounced than on the other side. So depends on how you're feeling on that day as to how much skin you want to show. And I think that's fantastic because it makes it a versatile piece. So for me, a silk cami that I can wear two different ways is a good investment. And Lily Silk pieces do wash and wear well, I have to say. They will last you. You will get a lot of use out of their basics. I don't recommend all their other clothes necessarily. I have a pair of their pants that I love, but I wouldn't go nuts on their website, and they're not particularly cheap. But these camisoles, oh my goodness, get involved. They're a fantastic basic to have. The final company I do want to mention if you are in Australia is Vine Apparel. I will put their website down below for you. I'm not affiliated with them. They don't know who I am, and that's fine. But I do buy a lot of stuff from them. So this jumper is from Vine Apparel. A lot of the things that you guys tell me that you like on me comes from there. I've got a few cardigans that I've worn. My very bright pink cardigan in the raspberry color, that comes from them. And from them, I own leggings. Oh my goodness, do I own so many pair of their leggings or tights, depending on what you call them. So I have lived in leggings this past winter because I've been dropping weight. So their leggings are hard wearing. I wash, I wear, they don't peel, they don't pull, they don't fade, they're comfortable. I haven't had any issues with them. I have several pairs that I rotate and I live in them every day pretty much. So I cannot recommend their leggings enough. They're basic leggings. But they also do great just, you know, throw on pieces, and everything on their website's under $70 Australian. So they aren't expensive. So if you like some of the stuff I wear, or you want a really good pair of leggings and you're in Australia, then check out Vine Apparel. Pretty sure they don't ship to other countries, but you can certainly have a look on their website and see if they do. So yeah, I buy a lot of basics from them. If you have liked this style of video, please let me know in the comments down below, or give me recommendations. Where do you buy your basics from? I'd love to know. I'd love to explore other people's basics. If you've liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. I'd love to have you here. Come follow me over on Instagram. I throw up lots in real time over there and put up lots around my collection, my handbag collection specifically. I hope wherever you are in the world today, you are having a fabulous day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.